We took a 6,300-pound Mercedes-Benz all-electric SUV and then loaded it up with passengers and cargo, raising the curb weight to over 7,000 pounds, and decided, hey, why don't we drive this to Los Angeles, California? 3,000 kilometers. Join us for the final leg of this epic EV journey to Los Angeles, California. We are leaving San Luis Obispo. Our final destination is actually Orange County, Los Alamitos, which is near Anaheim, Disneyland. For all intensive purposes, this trip is a YYC to LAX trip. We will be passing LAX along the way and carrying on to Mona's parents' house. We had a really fun time in San Luis Obispo. We went for breakfast this morning, beautiful downtown. We arrived last night in San Luis Obispo. When we got there, we realized that San Luis Obispo Mercedes-Benz was actually a quarter mile from our hotel. So even though we didn't have access to a destination charger, we happened to roll up there. A gentleman by the name of Jonathan Crabtree, who works there, who's an EV expert, happened to be there late night and kindly offered to let us charge at their store. So we left the car there overnight, and I walked back this morning and picked it up. Beautiful place, super friendly people. The staff at Mercedes-Benz of San Luis Obispo were absolutely incredible, super helpful. We were pretty happy with our visit there for sure. We visited the Gumball Wall. Love, why don't you tell them a bit about the Gumball Wall?
There's two different stories. The first story is it started around World War II, and people would just stick their gum on that wall. And then there's another story that I think it was Cal Poly against another local university, and whenever they would win a game, the winning team would go and put their gum on the wall, and it just carried over. Businesses complained that it wasn't sanitary, so the city tried to clean it, and they tried to remove all of the gum, and they did. They removed the gum, and then before they knew it, people were just sticking their gum on that wall again, so it just stuck. And now you just see people walking up and down sticking their gum on the wall. And that's what we did. We let the kids chew gum and stick their gum on the wall.
So we have 214 miles to go and a minimum range of 238 and a maximum range of 262. We may very well just push this right to the end today. We may not. As of right now, the EQ Intelligence is not routing us to any specific charger. It's saying that we're going to make it. So let's just see what happens. We'll check in with you guys as we get a little bit closer to LA.
To the OC?
Well, LA and then the OC.
Obviously.
Yes. Santa Barbara, LA, then Orange County.
A few moments later.
We are right now entering Santa Barbara. The navigation system routed us around some traffic, which we're very fortunate for because we ended up on this gorgeous canyon road. We can see the Pacific Ocean from up here. This is an epic drive. Mona's getting really excited because she's on her way to the house. Now, we're not going to stop at LAX. We're going straight to Los Alamitos, Seal Beach, Orange County. We are 128 miles from arrival, and we have 163 miles minimum and 185 miles maximum of range remaining. If our bladders hold, we're going to push right through to the end without charging. Show up there with 20% charge or less. We're over the range anxiety, plus we're also at the final destination, so we really don't care. We're tired. Yes, we're tired. It's been a long week. It's been a really long week. But my lovely wife has made it amazing.
Wow.
So.
You got that on camera.
Yeah. Without her, this trip could not be possible.
What, Lovey?
My battery down.
Because it took two of us to make three kids.
Well, for some reason.
Okay. Here we are at the tail end of our trip, arriving in Los Angeles County. We just want to reflect on the road trip that we just had. 3,000 kilometers in an electric vehicle. Can this be done, love?
Definitely.
Okay. And how much of an inconvenience was it by comparison to the road trip we did 2 years ago in your GLS?
The only difference I notice is the stops have to be longer. A road trip, obviously, it takes a little more planning in an EV than it does a regular gas car, like my GLS.
Yeah. One thing I did like about it a lot, though, is traveling with Milo. It was nice. It was nice to be able to leave him in the car at times.
Yeah.
So that we could just basically run the pre-entry climate controls so that the car was cool the whole time. You didn't have to worry about idling the motor or whether or not the car could stay locked the whole time. That was really convenient. I like the fact that we could run accessories like the cooler in the back and keep things cold even when the vehicle was not running, when it was parked at certain times. That was a really nice feature to have. I really, really like the fact that it was consistently alleviating our concerns with range anxiety.
Yeah, the range wasn't bad at all. I was actually very impressed by how long of a stretch we could go without charging.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love the fact that whenever we program the destination, how it would add a charge stop to our
Oh wait, it did that automatically?
on its own.
You added
No, on its own.
the charge stop.
Some of them I altered them because I wanted to go to different places than others because we felt like maybe going to Target in some scenarios and didn't want to go to a Walmart. So in those scenarios, I was able to actually alter it overall. And the cool thing is it actually just tells you how much you actually need to charge in order to make it to your final destination. I also really like the way the navigation really routed us around a lot of traffic. That helped us a lot. You know, it's the EQ Intelligence Navigation is constantly, you know, being mindful of what your range is going to be and what it's going to do overall. I really enjoyed the fact of all the people you meet in the little EV community clique that, you know, everyone was talking to us everywhere we went. We ended up charging at the charge points and at the Electrify Americas and, you know, asking me about the range. And I mean, it felt pretty good. I gotta honestly say, it felt pretty good when I would tell them the range and they were just blown away. We were consistently delivering far more range than their electric vehicles had. We really enjoyed how curious people were overall. Like at the West End, St. Francis in San Francisco, everyone was asking me a lot of questions about it. They were fascinated by the four-wheel steering. The valets were raving about the four-wheel steering because they loved about how easy it was to be able to get into a lot of the parking stalls that they had to squeeze into all the time. I don't think Mercedes-Benz has done a good enough job of actually letting people out there know just how good of a vehicle this is. And it's just not just your everyday electric vehicle. This is a Mercedes-Benz. These are the pioneers in automotive, pioneers in safety. Yes, they came to the party a little bit later with an electric vehicle, but wow, did they make an entrance, because this vehicle has just traveled over 3,000 kilometers worry-free for us and has been super enjoyable. There's 38 moving parts in this vehicle versus 3,800 moving parts in the average gas vehicle. We're signing off for now and arriving at our final destination here right away. Thank you everyone for joining us. It's been an awesome trip. We'll follow up with more information there later on. We loved having you guys on this trip with us. We had a lot of fun. This was really amazing. And
See you on the drive back.
See you on the drive back. We'll be going through Vegas. If I put my money down on the wrong number on the roulette table, guess what? We're going to have to find more free EV chargers to get home.
And no more G-Wagon for me.
And no more G-Wagon. Here we are. We didn't just go to Los Angeles. We overshot it a bit as we're staying in Orange County near Anaheim and traveled 335 kilometers today from San Luis Obispo to Los Alamitos, California, which is in Orange County near Anaheim. We were supposed to arrive with 20% charge remaining. We actually ended up arriving with 21% charge remaining. There were times that the charging ETA was greater than what the actual charge amount was when we arrived. And lo and behold, there was times that it was actually saying that we were going to arrive with less charge than we actually arrived with. All in all, it was all pretty close, pretty accurate. And for the most part, as we continue to progress further west and progress further south, turned out to be more and more charging locations available. And therefore, range anxiety really was not something that we were too concerned with. Thank you for watching these 7 episodes on our epic journey to Los Angeles, California, all the way from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. We still got to get home. And as much as we've learned on our drive down, we still haven't fully discovered the secrets of the Mercedes-Benz EQ technology. We've learned a lot, and we hope you did too. We're looking forward to you joining us on our return drive home. Join us for episode 8 when we start our journey back home to Calgary. Please like, turn on your notifications, and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your stories.